question. Are you a natural? So, yes, no?
I own a medical company, so I'm definitely natural.
Yes, no?
No.
Right now meaning the time it took from getting to the changing rooms to the gym floor. I think that's what's technically known as a white lie. Murder hornets have a new common name, Northern Giant Hornet. You had me at Murder Hornet.
Keystroke patterns or rhythm.
Joe Rogan has exposed TikTok's extreme privacy policies.
Model of your device, the device system, network type, device IDs, your screen resolution and operating system, app and file names and types.
I mean, they can hack your entire life, but it's worth it.
That's what you're agreeing to.
Has anyone seen the 15s? I think that's the most efficient way of performing that lift. Someone teach them how to use an abacus, because were all the 45-pound plates in the world taken or something? Put your litter in the bin, son, unless it's solar energy, in which case just pour it straight down the toilet.
What is wrong with some people?
Acting like all cool and shit.
I mean, he was doing nothing wrong, but welcome to your trying to act all cool and I am James. Thank you for being here. Big Boy and Joey Stax have had some type of altercation or something.
No one needs to jump in, dog. Own up to what you said, dog. Own up to what you said, dog. And throw hands, homie.
Put it right there, homie.
Own up to what you said and throw hands, dog.
I reckon they've all just been taking too much Strength Cartel Natural Test Booster because Big Boy sells supplements to his fans, is my point.
It don't matter, dog. This is the streets, homie. Yeah, own up. Okay, let's go in the ring then, homie.
Alright, calm down, fellas.
Blimey. And so I couldn't be bothered to find out what this was about, and to be honest, I was a bit distracted by this bloke casually stood there in his flip-flops and pajamas.
Okay, let's go in the ring then, homie.
Definitely a good idea to do this in a public place, fellas. A hotel with kids around. You're all winners in my eyes. But don't worry, they didn't forget to upload it to their multiple social media accounts with edited thumbnails, hashtags and captions. Keeping it real. And they used to be friends making quality content together, such as 10 Pancake Race, my first mukbang, the good old days.
Okay, rule now.
Joey does indeed Stax, as does his army. And I know they're an army because they're all wearing matching camo. Sweet. And they've got it written on their t-shirts and everything. Definitely an army. NSYNC didn't age well. And here is a hardcore juicer. And Joey Stax. $50 for Joey Stax arm workout ebook. I mean, he's literally split chest, arms, shoulders, back into separate ebooks for $50 each. I mean, you could have just put them all into one ebook and charged a more reasonable price. But that would have been more efficient and ethical for your fans and wouldn't have made as much cheddar, or easy money as Big Boy calls it, when he sells his shit supplements to his fans. Again, I'm just trying to get one of them mad so they come and confront me in a Chuck E. Cheese. In a minute, lads, let the kids finish on the bouncy castle first. And so what would I do if I was approached by Big Boy in a hotel with cameras pointed at me? Easy, ask him one question.
Are you natural?
Are you natural?
Yes.
Full natural?
Well, yeah.
Okay. Are you natural?
Yeah.
Never touched anything?
Now, I'm no poker player, but when you do the lip thing accompanied by the head shake, did you eat the last piece of cake, Tommy? That's a bit of a giveaway, and I do feel sorry for her because she's not an influencer lying about it, and having Kenny come up to you in your set break and asking you that may be a bit unfair. However...
So is the legend, the Titan, still natty?
Well, no. We've never been natty, right? Isn't that what they're saying?
That is what they're saying, because they have fucking eyes, mate, and an understanding of physiology and don't lie to beginners. And whilst we're there...
Well, no. We've never been natty, right?
I'll do the sarcasm, thank you.
You're like the Homelander.
Oh, wow.
Maybe all the trend in the closet, though, is kind of like
That's what happened.
Homer's
That's what
skeletons.
happened. The superpower was the trend, which is cool, and that's why I'm the one guy still doing it.
Are you actually on like TRT, though?
What would be the point, though?
I mean, because men's hormone levels dip as they get older.
No, they don't.
Not to
No,
call,
they
not
don't.
to
No,
call
no,
you
no,
old.
Yeah, they do. That awkward moment when Kenny KO is the voice of reason. This guy, to be clear.
By any means, because you found the
They
fountain
don't.
of youth.
No, because you guys say that. And so the
No,
idea...
that's medical science.
No, it is.
Basically, and here's an uplifting point to start the video, as we're getting older, our bodies are preparing for death, meaning that your muscles will naturally atrophy, your test levels will decrease, your bones, your joints will get weaker, for example, and that's why it's so vital for people as they get older and the elderly to resistance train in order to strengthen and keep their bodies as strong as possible.
Are you natural when you're in your teens?
Well, how could I compete throughout my entire career doing drug tests and TV shows?
Just lie about it, because I bet the PED testing on the American Gladiator show in the 90s was strict. clearly. And we were equally relaxed about the use of the magic nectar in the UK Gladiators. Ah, the memories, I remember them. Okay, let's try this. That is Jet, Scorpion, and Diana Bowl.
I compete throughout my entire career doing drug tests and TV shows.
That guy's integrity has crashed as hard as Disney's stock price right now. To be fair to Kenny, I'm not historically a fan of his channel, but at least he calls people out to their face and not just on his channel. So many of these YouTubers make these call-out videos, and then when they meet the person in real life, they're all hugging and taking IG pics together and tickling each other's armpits. It was all just for the views, bro. I love you, man, and all that. Stop it. Behave yourselves. Never skip becoming Wolverine Day. Here's a joke. How many cooks does it take to hustle people for hundreds of dollars by using bunk fat loss methods? 4. 4 is the answer. The good old evidence-based chin sculpting machine there, which is actually incredible because it makes Jaw's size look like common sense in comparison.
I've always heard don't skip leg day. Why would you skip face day? How about both at the same time?
Loading up the whole stack for IG and doing quarter reps whilst munching on a plastic gobstopper. I'm sold. Now this bit, I'm going to preface this by saying that this health clinic, in the very loosest let's make money sense of the word, is posting these videos to their Insta trash voluntarily. The people in the videos having this treatment done on them have approved the use of these videos. These videos are for the public to see, which I did. So that was apparently a fat loss technique to sculpt your body. Our tech has lost 25 pounds. She started sculpting a month ago and her pants keep falling off. That's what she said. I couldn't help myself. And here are the results on their website, which show absolutely no difference. At least do a Chris Hemsworth and lie about your before and after pictures on your website to sell rubbish. Talking of the new Thor movie, which was rubbish. Our student has lost 25 pounds in less than a month.
There you go. And you can see in the mirror what you're doing. Okay. And try to get lower on the belly. Okay. You're doing great.
I mean, even using methods that work, like calorie deficit and exercise, you know, that absolute madness, rather than being slapped by something that looks like it's come out of a medieval torture chamber, 25-pound fat loss claims in a month are ridiculous. Your integrity is crashing about as hard as Netflix stock price right now, current affairs. And then they offer compression shirts to make you look slimmer. I've talked about waist trainers and compression methods before, but essentially, breaking it down simply, turning your organs into sausages for a prolonged period of time isn't a good idea. And I really find this stuff frustrating and sad because here you have people deep down wanting better health, wanting body recomposition. These clients need to understand the basic principles of nutrition and training in order to improve their health. Is it partly the client's fault for going to these places? Yes, of course it is. But I do feel sympathy for them because they are looking for help, and these types of clinics are taking advantage of their insecurities and simply sculpting their wallets.
Get certified in 1 day at our body sculpting bootcamp.
And to end. And so I've talked about supersets before on this channel, and there is a new piece of research which is interesting as it further highlights an important point about supersets and traditional sets, essentially being that supersets are not better than traditional sets when it comes to physiological outcomes such as muscle growth. They are just different, a change, a different tool, a different option that you may use, and the main benefit of supersets are they are time efficient. And this 2022 piece of research is another interesting angle on supersets because it looked at velocity and total amount of reps or volume, because we have to remember that while supersets are extremely time efficient, there could be the potential for negative side effects also. However, it is also likely that some of these time-saving strategies during resistance training may result in significant acute neuromuscular performance impairment, since the accumulated residual fatigue could reduce the capacity to continue applying force. And so the researchers looked at traditional sets for one group and supersets for another group using the bench press and squat. And so to quickly and briefly give you the conclusion in a digestible way, that's how I like to do it now, here's what they found. Training sessions performing alternative sets between the squat and bench press exercises with moderate loads and achieving a moderate degree of fatigue in both exercises resulted in similar neuromuscular performance, i.e. execution velocity and number of repetitions per set, but in a more time efficient manner than the traditional approach. Of course, the paper has more nuance and there are limitations to the study, such as a small sample size, but if you're interested in this study comparing velocity and repetitions in supersets and traditional sets, please read the piece of research. It is free online. And so again, the main benefit of using supersets would be time efficiency, getting a lot of work done in a small amount of time, which is especially important for people who don't have a lot of time to train each day, i.e. normal people, not influencers. You're working long hours in your job, you are commuting, you have your family life, you have a baby who won't sleep. But importantly, don't fall into this tribal trap we see in the fitness industry of this is better than this, you must do this, buy this. When you think of traditional versus supersets, they're just different options. You must weigh up the benefits and disadvantages and apply to your needs. Finished.